Hi stock investors, JJ here. Welcome back. Well, we've got Tesla news today, Tesla stock news and Tesla company news. The news today is BMW overtakes Tesla in European EV sales for the first time. And if you follow Tesla, this is big news because this, as I said, the first time. We're going to dig into that, and you can see that Tesla stock dived 5.65%. It was a down day for the market, a fairly large one, but still that's a significant drop there. And I think it was because of this news. Correct me if I'm wrong there. Let's dive in. This is through Reuters, this news here. We've got another article as well, but it says BMW led the European battery electric vehicle BEV market for the first time, beating US automaker Tesla, according to market research from JATO Dynamics. The German auto giant sold 14,869 BEV cars in July, about 300 more than Tesla last month. The data underscored traditional automakers' success in the market after trailing pure electric vehicle manufacturers driven by government policies and brand loyalty. Now, this is big news because, you know, there was a lot of talk about the competition coming. Where's the competition? People, Tesla investors in particular, laughing at that for many years, and the competition in different parts of the world, it has to be said, is definitely getting more intense, more fierce. In China, it's definitely more intense with BYD. And there are 100% tariffs on BYD vehicles in the US, so they can't get in there. People will say that's not for Tesla, but Tesla should benefit from that. So the key quotes: the lack of clarity around the incentives for and future of EV continues to present a barrier to consumers considering an EV. These factors, alongside the low residual value of EVs, contributed to the decline in July. Okay, there's a decline in July. And the context here: Tesla, the world's most valuable automaker, remains the dominant player, but traditional automakers such as BMW and Volvo are gaining ground due to uncertainty surrounding EV subsidies and incentives. Interesting. CEO Elon Musk's polarizing persona has also been influencing sentiment towards Tesla, according to some reports. Okay, so that's a matter of opinion so far. We don't know if that's the case. I've just been talking to people on X about that, and the Tesla investors don't think that's the case. I personally know people, left-leaning people, who would not buy a new Tesla now because of that, wouldn't be seen dead in a new Tesla, in fact, or have bought one and kind of don't like where that's going, where his views are going. Now, by the numbers, BMW reported 35% jump in sales last month from a year earlier, while Tesla saw registrations fall 16%. The report said about 139,300 new electric cars were registered last month, down 6% from July, according to the report, which added market share of EVs slipped 13.5% from 14.6%. Tesla loses European BEV market share in July, this graph here. This is interesting here. You can see things have gone down here, but we can see the brands, including Volkswagen, that are down more there. There's a lot of red to be seen there. This is on electric. BMW tops Tesla in EV sales for the first time as gap narrows in Europe. Let's move to the next news. About 500,000 trees cut down at a site in Tesla Gigafactory near Berlin. So Tesla promoters won't show you any of this kind of news. This is not a good look for Tesla. Satellite image analysis shows 329 acres of forest cleared during a development of factory in Germany. So if you know Germany, if you know the public there, they don't like this kind of thing. It's pretty environmentally leaning there for sure these days. You can see protests there. Let's move on to some other news as well. This is another one that I haven't seen Tesla promoter channels really covering, which, you got to cover everything. Tesla semi-truck fire on California highway leads to NTSB investigation of battery safety. Now, I've seen videos of this. Semi-truck went off the road, and Tesla's trying to get the semi-factory up and going, and it caused a fire there. Of course, very dry, and this wildfires, bushfires can be created here, and they were pouring water on it for a long time because the batteries take a long time to extinguish, and there was no water, there was no fire hydrants up there, so to truck water in, it to close the highway. So it was a pretty intense experience. And if this is going to happen on a regular basis with semi-trucks, I mean, there aren't that many Tesla semi-trucks in existence, really. So the board says that it's opened a safety investigation in coordination with the highway patrol. It's pretty standard that there be an investigation, but obviously this is the first kind of accidents of this nature, trucks with massive batteries there. What else? Another long-time Tesla executive leaves after Elon Musk cleared house earlier this year. So that's not great news. More executives leaving from the company. So it's going to be interesting, the next earnings coming up. We've got the robotaxi or cybercab launch on 10th of the 10th, and then to see how we'll see the earnings, we'll see how the Cybertruck is selling. That will be pretty interesting for investors and potential investors. So long-time Vice President of Finance and Business Operations, so fairly high level. I'm not going to pronounce that name because I'll get that wrong. Announced her departure after 11 years. The latest Tesla executive to leave this year following Elon Musk's decision in April to shake up operations and prepare for the next phase of growth, supposedly. Or did they need to cut back because they're not selling as many vehicles? Well, I mean, the growth slowed to a standstill pretty much. She posted on LinkedIn on Wednesday some of her and Tesla's accomplishments over the last 11 years at the company, her plans to take a break and spend quality time with family. Well, that is the standard reason these days, isn't it? Well, not these days, for all time. And reconnect with her old friends and focus on personal well-being. Well, she must have had a hard time there. Maybe personal well-being implies that her well-being is maybe burnout after that long and intense, hardcore company. Tesla stock dropped 5.6%, falling back below. So this news compounding to the stock, I think that would be part of it. And then this Elon Musk news here. Elon Musk's America PAC is trying to persuade election officials in Michigan and North Carolina to back off their investigations of its voter registration practices. And the Political Action Committee may have succeeded, at least in part, as Michigan says it hasn't found evidence of any violations of state campaign finance law, but will continue to monitor the situation. So I saw Elon Musk talking about this. This is relatively good news for him, I guess. But as I said, how he has been definitely right-leaning, supporting Trump. And is that going to impact Tesla sales? Just from anecdotal evidence, I do think it will, because it's not like people don't even know who the CEOs of other car companies are. He's very prominent in the media. People know his political views, and if they're left-leaning, I'd say about the first million customers were pretty left-leaning for buying Teslas for environmental reasons, and now he's kind of flipped over to this Trumpian stance. And it's kind of strange because Trump is for fossil fuels. He might take away the EV subsidy, but they're definitely friendly with each other. The question is why? Why is Elon sort of cuddling up to Trump? Does he see a positive for Tesla in the coming administration in terms of legal and other situation that Trump could help him out and help Tesla out? I don't know. What do you think? Let me know in the comments what you think about that. I'd be very interested to know. Now, if you follow this channel, you know about ShareSite, my special offer for ShareSite for my viewers here. If you go to this landing page, you'll see all about ShareSite. It's a portfolio tracking and reporting tool. I use it myself along with 400,000 investors who trust it throughout the world. You're able to track the true performance of your portfolio. There's a video here about how it does that, how you can do that. If you've got different brokers, you can bring your trades in automatically, and historical trades, you can bring those in as well to get your true performance of your portfolio over time if you're not sure about that. And it's just good to track it. So I'll leave a link to this landing page in the description if you want to see that. And thanks for your company today. I'm going to leave a link to what YouTube thinks that you should watch next. Go and see that now if you want to. And thanks for your company today, and I'll see you in the next one.